Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today I'm bringing you a unboxing of Founders of Gloomhaven, which is it's definitely not a sequel to Gloomhaven. I suppose you call it a spinoff. It basically happens in the same world as Gloomhaven, but it has nothing to do with it in terms of gameplay. It's essentially a city building game where you are creating the city of Gloomhaven. You are one of the original factions that come in there and actually found Gloomhaven. So without anything else, let's get down to the box and I will show you what comes in it. All right, here we go. Founders of Gloomhaven. Okay, now anybody who was following along with the Kickstarter, the influence tokens through manufacturing mishap or whatever it was were not included in the game itself. It was figured out after some of the games got out to, I think, some of the Asian backers, because they were the first ones to get it. I'm pretty sure it was the Asian backers. Anyway, and so from that point forward, every game was shipped with these in the container, just separate. So let's take a look at these first, actually, since they're already here. So you got these red and white ones, which I believe are like permanent and temporary influence or something like that. Very, very shiny. Like they have a nice bling to them. I like it a lot. They're made out of plastic and very sharp edges. These are going to be, in the area of really bad Legos to step on top of. Probably worse than that. So, but those certainly do pop when you look at them. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully everything else in this box has a similar flair to it. Oh, real quick before we actually get inside. So 1 to 4 players, 120 minutes, ages 12 plus. And here on the back, you can see here's the backstory, which essentially is you are actually founding, as you might guess, the city of Gloomhaven from the massive cooperative game Gloomhaven. Let's see here, we've got all these different custom meeples that are going to be in there. A lot of good stuff here. All right, let's get in. Gotta say, when you first glance at the cover art here, it looks, initially it's kind of just this brown, I guess. It doesn't really initially catch your eye, at least it didn't mine. But then the more I look at it, as I'm opening up here, I'm glancing down here, and all of this is just so beautiful here. And actually the city is pretty well realized up here. Sorry about that glare, y'all. But I just love this down here. When you really start looking at what's on the art down here, all these gets, I believe the inox there. I'm not sure if that's a vermling down here. This is a really cool little area of the box art here. And then when you really get into it and start looking at these buildings up here and the ships, this is actually really cool. And the way that the sun's kind of streaming in, I actually really like this box art a lot. All right, so here is the rule book. All right, let's see, we're gonna go back. Got 19 pages, 20 if you count the back. This looks more like just some reminders. Actually, these are variants here. So 18 pages for the actual game rules. Let's see, looks like double column, not triple column, which is always good. And it is pretty heavy with text. Obviously you do have the diagrams and stuff, but we'll see. Let's see, where does the actual setup start? Well, here we go. So setup starts page 3. So 3 to 18 are going to be the rules. All right, now this board is pretty neat because you've got 2 options basically. So let's see if I can zoom out any more than this. A little bit better. So this side of the board is a very symmetrical. No matter where you start, everybody sort of has the same options available to them. It's divided into these 3 sections that are all symmetrical, and it's everything's equivalent basically. However, this side is, got it upside down. This side is accurate. Do I have it up, or did I have it? No, sorry, I had it the right way the first time. Okay, this side is accurate to what Gloomhaven actually looks like, what the city of Gloomhaven actually looks like. And so, where you start, you could have different options available to you, and it's not necessarily going to be, not every starting position is going to be equal to other starting positions, is the way I understand it. So I'll play on this side because I like the thematic nature of having the actual structure of the real Gloomhaven here. But it's still pretty neat that they added that other side of the board for people who want more of a, I guess, equal starting positions. And I guess by doing that, everybody starts on the same foot, and you can really test to see who is really the better player, I guess. But I like that they gave you both options there. All right, so right away you can see there's a lot of different colors in here. So I like that. These are popping out nice and easy. Let's see. Are these the same on both sides? Looks like it, I think. Yeah, I think they're the same thing on both sides. Okay, and I'm pretty sure these symbols are referencing various resources that you're gonna have, you're gonna own and trade or whatever as you play the game. And here we've got other resources or whatever, and you can see different shape buildings. It's got kind of a polyomino thing going on, but all of this is popping out nice and easy, which is good. Okay. So here we've got some more buildings and stuff and coins, same type of coin as from Gloomhaven itself. More punch boards with more buildings and coins and everything. This one is a slightly different size punch board. Here we've got the Archer's Garrison and the Travailing Troubadour. All right, we've got the Salt Barrel and Temple of the Great Oak, the Happy Alchemist, Golems and Gizmos. All right, so those are obviously some bigger buildings. Okay, now here, look at this right here. So again, I had not read through the rules entirely. I've kind of skimmed over them. You got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 resources, as I understand it, I believe. And in order to access this one, you have to have access to these 2 resources, which then gives you access to this. And then that's kind of dead ends out. But then to get access to this tier 3 resource, you have to have this and then make your way to this as well. And those 2 give you access to that. So you can see how it's kind of a little bit of a tech tree, and you can, I'm glad they made this because it allows you to follow along much easier than trying to, go. The original setup for this was a little bit more confusing. And this actually, I believe, I'm not 100% positive. I know that there were a couple different backers who were kind of fiddling around with making these charts, and I can't remember if this chart was actually originally created by a backer and then brought into the game when Isaac saw it. But regardless, pretty cool how all this really makes it easy to figure out, okay, well, if I want to get here, I'm going to need this. And if I want to get this, I got either to get this or this, or no, I'm sorry, get both of those to get to there. But also for this one, I need this down here, which I need this. So I think that really helps you kind of navigate through what could otherwise be a pretty complicated idea. So here are the roads, all right? So these are just, as you're building the city, you're gonna need to connect the buildings that make resources and stuff in order to gain access to them. And so they have all these different types of road connections. I mean, essentially everything is an intersection, but that was the best way to make it where it did not appear as though initially they had, some roads that were just a solid block, like this entire square was a road. And so because diagonal is something that works in the game, you can go, you can connect diagonally. It really started looking kind of funky, and so they changed it out with those intersections there. And here here it looks like we got some bridges. I'm not sure what some of these other things are, but they do look race or species or race specific. So that's cool, faction specific. Okay. Oh, so you got bridges and you've got gates, I believe is what these are. So, okay, well, let's get into these now. Here are the different faction boards, it looks like. Wow, look at these. These look really cool. So, different faction in the game. You got the orchids. What do we got on the back in there? It looks like you've got kind of a story about the individual factions. And I'm not sure what that stuff on the bottom is for. Interesting. Because you think most of the time you need to be on the front, but maybe not. So we've got orchids, harrowers. Those guys look a lot of fun. Humans, with some cool animals are right in there. The inox. Right now I'm playing an inox in Gloomhaven. The quattrolls, which are those guys are kind of cool looking. Yeah. Okay, so there's those, and then we've got the rest of the factions here. The Savas. Vermlings, that's the other character I'm playing right now, is a Vermling. The Valroth, I just love the artwork in this game, by the way. The Aether, I believe is maybe how you pronounce that. Aether, maybe. And I am not 100% sure what this board's for, but we'll figure it out. All right, all kinds of wooden bits in here. Let's see. All right, here we've got the various screen printed meeples for the various factions. So for instance, let's see. Let's find, where's that inox? Okay, let's see if I find the inox. That probably is gonna be, is that orange? Not sure. Like, I think that's going to be the faction color there, but I mean, some of these factions, if that's the faction color, then some of these, or actually this white, that's going to be what we're looking for. Okay. So this kind of orangey. So is this it right? No, that's brown. There he is. I see him. He's down at the bottom. So there you go. There's, pretty sure that's going to be our inox there. You can see with the 3 horns and everything. I think it's so cool that they custom cut all these meeples and did a little screen printing there so that every faction has a meeple that actually looks like their faction. And the harrowers, I mean, look, they get, whoa. Check that guy out. Oh yeah, he even looks creepy as a meeple. All right, and then all these discs in different colors. Okay, and a ton of cubes in different colors. I think well, yeah, here we go. So see, we do have a bunch of bags. So I'll be able to sort these by faction color. I'm sure, surely there's enough bags in there to do that. These are objective cards, I guess. I suppose that's what these are. Or yeah, for scoring points and stuff. Have 975 advisor cards in your hand or discard for 2, 3, 4 players. Got okay. Deliver a resource to 3 different prestige buildings. Build a tier 3 resource building. All right. And so here are different, these are the different resources. knowledge, metal, population, stone, crops, gems, wood, livestock. All right. Well, there's more than that, right? I think there's more than that. Anyway, we'll find out, but that's, at the minimum, that's some of them. Okay, and then here, let's see what's in here. I think there's some cards in here that actually, that looks like a city event for Gloomhaven. I know that supposedly this did come with some of those, so. City. Those all look like city events. Okay, so these are, I believe, not recruits, but advisors, I think. So you got the, oh no, well, let's say recruit right there, actually. Right there, it says recruit. Taskmaster, patron, kidnapper. All right. Blackmailer, bureaucrat. Oh, okay, constructs here now. Ringleader, decorator, upgraded, shepherd, tinkerer. All right, so then here's different buildings, I guess. Archer's Garrison, here we saw that earlier. The Happy Alchemist. Okay, I'm not sure what all this is, but we will figure it out. But that is everything that comes in the box for Founders of Gloomhaven. And there you have it. That's everything that comes in Founders of Gloomhaven. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you like this channel, subscribe. You can find ways to support us in the links in the description below. And until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.